Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, some big China banks are avoiding making some key loan provisions. But first, the American economy grew at an annual rate of 2.9% in the third quarter of 2016, this according to data released over the weekend. This was up from 1.4% pace in the June quarter and is the fastest pace in 2 years. This higher rate came from an upturn in private inventory investment, an acceleration in exports, a smaller decrease in state and local government spending, and an upturn in federal government spending. These were partly offset by smaller growth in personal consumption and a larger increase in imports. Also over the weekend, Canada and the EU signed their free trade agreement. There were a few bumps along the way, and a much-debated trade deal between the EU and the United States is not dead, with negotiations to continue with the new American administration after November's elections. In Iceland, there's been much enthusiasm lately for the prospect of an anti-establishment pirate party winning their election or being a kingmaker. But in the end, it looks like Icelandic voters have gone the other way and handed the government to a centre-right party. Two of China's biggest banks, ICBC and China Construction Bank, are testing their regulators' tolerance for protecting profits at the expense of bad loan provisions. Both are active in New Zealand and both lend in the residential property market here. Both reported loan loss coverage ratios below a Chinese regulatory minimum of 150% of existing non-performing loans when they disclosed their third quarter earnings. Both are state-owned. Neither is facing any sanction. The prize is large for them. For example, in South China's Guangdong province, easy credit and strong expectations of price rises boosted sales of commercial and residential property by more than 50% year on year to $170 billion. That's according to the Provincial Real Estate Association. In Europe, the rise in yields last week has had an interesting effect on the ECB. At these new higher levels, the ECB is now able to buy more than $0.6 trillion, that's $600 billion in bonds as part of their QE program. And here at home, it'll be a big day of data releases. Not only are there many debt statistics due out this afternoon, this morning we'll be reporting on building consent data, and early afternoon it'll be business confidence levels. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is still at its recent high of 1.85%. US benchmark oil price is down today, now under $49 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is now under $50 a barrel. The gold price, however, is slightly higher at $1,276 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar is a touch higher too, now at 71.6 US cents, and the cross rate's higher as well at 94.2 Aussie cents, and against the euro is at 65.2 euro cents. The TWI is at 75.8. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz.